last time on Select Pet.
I've got 3 fish swaps in about 4 weeks. I sell at the swap meets and stuff, not just live fish, but also stuff like fish foods, botanicals, as you can see there, pleco caves, equipment, used and new equipment, all kinds of different stuff. So I'll try to get some more shots of me prepping the behind the scenes stuff. And
got more just right on the bag what it is. These little shell dwellers are more hassle to catch and bag up than what they're worth. I just spelled shell dweller with a B.
And now the rest.
What do we want to get now? Try for some plecos. I should have sorted these earlier. Plecos are another fish, in my book, are a bit of a pain. It helps to have a net. And what's better than one net? 2 nets. Sometimes they're not a pain. If I was going to a club meeting that I'm bagging like an hour before the event, sometimes a trick that I use is I feed them and get them to pile into a pile of feeding, because they're going to go an hour to the event, an hour at the club meeting, and then home to somebody else. But when it's something like this, then it's a swap that they're going to be at all day, and I've got quite a bit of a drive to get there. I won't do that because plecos are notorious for creating waste, pooping, and if you feed them right before they get in a bag, they're going to fill the bag with poop, and we'll keep you a pretty male lemon-eyed blue-eyed pleco. Anybody in that cave? Nope. I think they started to figure out what I'm doing, so now it's going to get more challenging. And I'm not the most skilled with the net. I mean, I've got 30 plus years of experience managing a aquarium net, but sometimes the fish still outswim me. The tank's about too tall for me to reach into. I was wondering how that rock got up on there earlier. Just figured it out. Apparently when I was dipping plecos out earlier, not today, I've laid rocks on top, just like I am now. The 2-net method works pretty good. I'm just too stubborn to use it all the time. about ready to take a break on the plecos and go after different species and let them calm down. Got a number of them in there. These dollar store measuring cups, holds 4 cups. They're awesome for the fish room. The handle will fit over the rim. They've got a pouring spout, and you can measure up to 4 cups. Super bag, sound good to you? Bristlenose pleco pricing is a funny thing. It's hard to guess. I can go to one event and they've got bristlenose plecos for $1 a piece. I can go to another event and they get the same exact size fish, same everything, and it'll be priced for $10 and selling like hotcakes. You never know. I don't want to go more than retail, like what a PetSmart or something would have. Come on, Rubber Band, I know you're on camera and you're camera shy, but go on the bag. So 2 juvenile plecos like that, let's do like $5 a bag. I think last time I sold for $7 a bag like that, but whatever, it's not about the money. And I'll just put 2 bristlenose plecos. Two bristlenose plecos, $5. $5. I knew better than to do that. It takes a moment or two for the bag, for the ink to dry. If you put it up against another bag and you slide it down through there, it'll smear. See if I can touch it up a little bit. And we'll just go with its artistic labeling. But using an oil-based paint marker to label the bags, it writes good on the plastic as long as the plastic isn't wet at the time. So if you drift water on it or whatever, it'll have trouble going on. And you may see that today while I'm doing this. But once it's dried, you can drift water on it all you want. It's oil-based, it's not affecting it. I made a big mistake there. Double bag your bristlenose. All of your catfish you should double bag because they have their spines. They're kind of pokey. Any of your pokey fish, double bag. Any of your nippy fish, double bag. So my rule, catfish, get double bagged. I smeared it again. Catfish get double bagged. and almost all cichlids get double bagged. I didn't double bag those little multis because they're little. They won't do much damage. But about every other cichlid I'll double bag. And this is just turning out to be a mess. Yeah, not too bad. Another benefit of double bagging is if you double bag in this method, these corners here, they're on the bottom. They may have air in them, but that's it. Now you have a rounded base for the fish that they can't get in the corners, so they get squished. Some people use heavier meal bags, so thicker bags, like a 4 mil bag or something like that, and they don't double bag their fish. But unless you're buying the bags that have rounded corners, you don't get that benefit of the round bottom using a single bag. And since not all fish need that thick of a bag, I personally don't buy the thicker bags. I get the, I think these are 2 mil or 3 mil, and they do great. But I've got to double bag some species. Plecos, that's what I'm working on. You'll often see me use my hand to dip fish out of the specimen container. Instead of a net. And the reason for that is it is more difficult sometimes, but a wet hand picking up a fish is safer on the fish than the coarseness of the net, especially on things like catfish and plecos, because they've got their little spines. They can get caught in the net and really cause them or the net damage. And I specifically don't want to cause the fish damage, but I don't want to cause damage to my equipment either. So I've got a little practice of dipping fish out with my hands, and I do that some of the times. Sometimes you will see me use a net when I think that will be easier. And not necessarily easier, but the risk comparison to, so sometimes I'll use the net whenever there isn't as much risk to harming the fish using the net, and that catching them with the net will be less stressful than me chasing them around with my hand, because some fish would move a little faster than what I could catch. And this is why I need to redo my bagging station, make it easier to find stuff. Well, I know where it is, but it's just not organized in a user-friendly method. I'm not sure what time it is now, but I'm thinking it's about time to take a dinner break. Get me something to eat, get some energy, and go back at it for the rest of the night. What did I have here? Oh yeah, 2 plecos. 2 bristle nose plecos. What did I price them for? $5? $5. So I might pause the video, go grab some food, and then come back. Because typically, I'll bag for 6 or 7 hours. And to be completely honest, normally when I'm doing this, I've got a little sound system up there that I can plug my phone into and listen to music, or I'll put live streams on, or certain playlists of fish videos, and have music or people talking in the background that keeps me entertained while I'm doing this, I guess. And I didn't put it on because you're here, and YouTube doesn't like music playing over videos unless, you know, you got certain copyright rights and all that kind of stuff. So I'm focusing on other things like, oh, I'm kind of hungry. Oh, I wonder what time it is. Ah, it's kind of warm in here. But you get the idea of what I'm doing. I'm bagging fish. Double bagging some, single bagging others. I write on them what they are, how much they are, and I put them in a cooler. A little styrofoam box down in the floor. When that styrofoam box gets full, I just squeeze the air out of there and whistle at me. When that styrofoam box gets full, I'll grab another one, set it on top of it, and keep going. But I'm gonna fish grabbing these plecos, bagging them up. I'm gonna go grab something to eat probably, and I'll come back. Porpoise over here. Always lose these things. 2 albino bristlenose. $5. Alright, I'll be back after I eat.
Alright. The sun's coming up, so I can see out here a little bit to the video. It's time to get the rest of the stuff in the truck and head out.
Alright, the first swap meet that we're going to look at here is by the Music City Aquarium Society in Nashville. And we'll just kind of scroll around and look at the different tables. I may make a different video about what to look for at a swap, or maybe how to set up at a swap. But the Nashville Club always has great people, great fish, find lots of great deals there, and just, I love hanging out with the people and talking fish. I had a good time. Everything there from, you know, there's killifish, there's native fish, there was cichlids, plants, live bears, cories, anything you could think of. And then we got, of course, people brought equipment and plants. Lots of great plants always at the clubs in Tennessee. Kind of see the overview of it. And this was one of the quieter, like, lower populated times of the swap. That way I could get away from the table and actually video. And here's my table here. Everybody's having a great time. The way I had fish out, I had the dry goods on the other side. We got equipment and stuff from the guy that was beside of me. Got my hand in the camera. He had shrimp and some amazing guppies, and I picked up some of each. And somehow I missed his plants. But like I said, we got plants all over. These are neat little goodie bags. I didn't get a chance to check those out, but I heard people talking about them. And then we've got over here, they had like the polar blue parrot cichlids, they had botanicals, vinegreals, daphnia, all kinds of stuff. And then, oh yeah, this is the table that had live food cultures, had reptiles. you don't often see reptiles and stuff like that at fish swaps, but more and more they're showing up. And my hand in the camera again. That high quality videographer stuff. And I wish I had got more of these pond plants. I did get some of the lilies, and I got some iris, but I could use so much more, and it was steals of a deal. Here we had, I believe that was some Medaka rice fish. Yeah, there's some of the iris. And they had driftwood and different types of plants. That table was that last table there had a ton of rams. This guy here, he had ceramics that he made, and then some plants and mollies and swordtails. And we'll jump over to the Lexington Club. This is my home club, and we're looking at the silent auction right now. Have donations from both club members, local businesses, and companies around the world donate stuff to help support the club. We have a little area set up for kids. Whenever kids want, they get bored of looking at fish, they can go color, play games. And there I am talking fish with people. That's, my favorite part about the swap meets is just getting to talk fish to people, and people coming around and seeing the different fish that I've got and asking about it. And I told somebody, I said, I get a table to sell because people come to me to talk fish instead of me going up to people to talk fish. But we had, at this swap meet, there was a variety of shrimp and about everything you could think of. Wild betas, Medaka rice fish, cories. This table here, they had some geckos. So again, a different swap, but a reptile appearance. And got some plants. He had bred some of the yellow naniluteus, yellow convicts, and some not electric blue. The blue acaras. Are they electric blue acaras? We've got some awesome Malawi cichlids here. There's peacocks. And he's got great quality stuff there. That was a table that had lots of cories. And again, each of these clubs that I went to all have great people. Great people show up to sell. Great people show up to buy. And at their meetings, lots of information, lots of fun hanging out with people. This table had a variety of different stuff, from rainbow sharks to flagfish to barbs of different types. And we even had someone showing up to sell the other side of the fish hobbies with the lures. And over here we've got Medaka rice fish, and he had wild betas and equipment and plants and different live bearers. And over here we've got some plants, and there was some plecos and all kinds of wonderful stuff from all over there. And we'll jump down to the Knoxville Club and their swap meet. And we got the joy of being right beside a table that had axolotls, and we got to watch these fun little things swimming around all day. And that table was real popular. They had rams and batis and different guppies and all kinds of cool stuff. Here we've got a lot of pond stuff. He had filters and netting and different stuff for ponds. This table had some different aquatic plants. I picked up some of those. I got a sword and some Val and some Sag, I believe, from them. And that's why I have live foods. You can see some spawning mops there. Just a different variety of stuff. They had shrimp and guppies. There's some more plants. And I like those little floating, like planters. I thought that was a great idea. They're 3D printed, but they're like floating in your pond. Got some snacks there. They had cories and guppies, plants, more irises. I did not even notice those at this event. I might would have picked up some more. See, that's the downside for me of selling at the swaps is I miss out on a lot of stuff because I'm at my table selling and don't notice what everybody's got. And I'll try to do these quick videos of walking around and seeing stuff, and I will miss a lot of things. So it was a great time at all three swaps. Apparently I forgot to make a closing video to close out the whole thing, and here I am editing. I'm like, I didn't even record anything saying I had a good time and that's the end of the video. But here we are. And, you know, what's your thought of swaps? Have you ever sold at swaps? And any ideas on the way you saw me bagging stuff up? I've changed a few things up since then. I've made a few improvements. Got a new like little bagging cart to work on. But yeah, had a good time. I hope you've enjoyed watching these. This, I guess now it's a two-part video. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. If you want to see more of the behind the scenes of me getting ready for meetings and swaps and auctions and that type of stuff, let me know in the comments, and we'll see you next time.